So tell me about what it was like growing up in Provo. You were the oldest. So
Hmm.
tell us who your other brothers and sisters were.
My sister was Arlene. My brother was Ron and well, Gordon and Kay. In, in our growing up days, they went by Gordon and Kay instead of Al and Ron.
But now Gordon goes by Gordon.
Uh,
But he used to be Alan,
he, um, he was Al.
Uncle Al. I remember that.
Uh,
Yeah. But now he goes by Gordon.
well, it's backwards. He was Gordon when he was growing up, but now he's Al.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Uncle Ron.
And Uncle Ron was Kay when he was growing up. And now he's Ron. What happened to both of them? They went in the military, and the military gave, had to use the first name.
Yeah.
And so it just got switched over.
So where did they serve in, or what did they do in the military? I didn't know either of them went into the military.
Oh, let's see. Uh, they both their military service was back east, and they were both in the Army, and they both had assignments that it kept them out away from Provo.
They weren't in the Korean War, were they?
No. Oh.
Was this after the Korean War?
No, this was way before.
So this was World War II?
Yes, this was when World War II started, and we had, I won't even mention the sadness we had and the stories that we had, and I even had nightmares over what was happening.
How old were you during World War II? Like, what did you think of Hitler, and what did you think of all of that? What was being told to everybody?
Well, we were all really afraid, and every Saturday at the theater they would show news of the of the fighting, and when you'd see that, it was not pretty, and it put fear into my heart, and so much so that Mom and Dad decided I shouldn't go to the movies on Saturday anymore. And one reason that they decided that was because this one night I had gone to bed, and I had this dream that the German army was marching over these mountains and coming into Provo. Of course, I was down in Provo then. Yeah. And I was so petrified. I just waked up crying, and Daddy came in and held me on his lap, and Mom came in, and they both tried to comfort me. And it took, I don't know how long to get me comforted. And
so you were like, let's see, you were born in 31, and this was 1946, right? When the war was going on.
45, 42, 43.
Yeah, 43. So you were probably around 5 or 6, 7, something like that. That's a lot for a little one to be trying to hear about those things.
Yeah, it was so bad. But anyway, we all survived.
Yeah.
Mother and Dad even survived my dream.
Were they worried about the war too?
Yeah.
The whole country was?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole country was. And so many of our friends were off as soldiers. And we had in our ward there, I guess it was 2 deaths of two of our soldiers from our ward were killed. And so we had, it was not it was the only humorous thing I can tell you about it is Utah accepted prisoners that were taken from the other countries as workers in the fruit fields, and they earned enough money so that they were happy about working, but
You were prisoners of war that were working for fun. But how? They wouldn't run away or anything.
No. They would not run away. If they did, they knew they'd get caught and probably executed. So this one day,
but they would get paid too. You're saying that these prisoners of war would get paid, or they?
I don't know if they got paid or not.
But they got probably room and board or something to stay.
They ate a lot of the fruit they get picked. But this one day, I was sitting up in the tree picking fruit, the peaches, and I happened to look down, and one of the prisoners was laughing with his partner there, and
they were German, right? Were they German?
I don't know if they were. I don't think they. I don't know. I don't know what they were.
Were they white? Or
were they were white, and they were nibbling on their sandwiches and their apple and so forth. And this one took his sandwich and he folded it over, and then he took a bite out of it, and then he kind of opened it up so that he could see through the hole. And he says, "I'm taking your picture."
It's so funny that you'd remember that little story.
It was really cute. They were kind workers.
Probably were just young guys, right? They couldn't be that old.
They were older than I was by quite a bit. But
well, you were a little kid, but I'm just saying they probably were like 20.
Yeah, it'd be 18, 20. But I learned that just because there's a war and everybody dislikes everybody else, you can be civil to them, and these people, these guys, they laughed a lot, and they were kind when they spoke to me and when I spoke to them. And I learned that war does not make everybody bad.
Well, it's the countries that are at war, the people are really.
Yeah. And they were just fun guys.
What did you think of Hitler? Like what was said about Hitler back then when you were a kid? What do you remember hearing? Was Hitler really talked a lot about?
Oh yeah, he was in the news all the time. We did not like Hitler at all.
What was said about him? Did you know at the time, like during the war, did you know about the concentration camps and the Holocaust and all of that? That was reported at the time.
Yeah.
So everybody knew that what he was doing. Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been really difficult. So when the war was over, what did it feel like for you?
Oh, we took a big breath for one thing and said, hooray. I mean, the day that they announced the war was ended, oh boy, it was cheering all down the street. Yeah.
Everybody came out.
Yeah, it was. I thought big day. Then we could start living our lives again. But let's see, it was the government announced that they needed housing for some of the men in the Army.
The veterans.
Our veterans. Well, yeah, they weren't veterans then, they were still on duty. And they lacked for housing. And so my dad made a hallway. Okay, our house had, on the one side, there was the bathroom, and let's see, the kitchen and the bathroom, well, the dining room and the kitchen and the bathroom. And then there were, at the end of the bathroom, there was a closet. And then there was a room right next to that was our bedroom, my sister's and my bedroom. And my cute dad, in order to help the war stuff, he built a wall so that there was a hallway from the kitchen down past the bathroom and down past the closet, and made this bedroom smaller, the width of the hallway smaller. So our room was made a little smaller, and oh wait, not only was it our room, but yeah, our room was made smaller to make a room for a soldier to sleep in. And
so how long did he stay?
I don't know exactly how long. It was a pretty long time, but it wasn't like many years. It was more like probably a year.
Did the government give you like a subsidy to keep them, pay for their room or anything like that, or you just?
You know what? I do not know.
Well, that's really nice of your dad to do. I didn't know he did something like that.
Oh yeah. So there's.
Were people really involved in the war and like the war effort? Like they really invested in it.
And every Saturday they'd have a dance for the military, especially. And
could everybody go out?
Oh, everybody went to the dance that was old enough. I was considered not to be old enough to go to the dance, but I could go sit in the bleachers and watch them dance.
Was it fun?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't old enough to dance with them.
So what kind of dances did you do growing up? Like, what did you do? The jitterbug and all of those?
Yeah.
Were they hard? They look hard.
They weren't hard.
Yeah. Did you do any of the swinging around or anything like that?
A little bit. Most of it was on 4 feet.
Was Dad a good dancer?
You know, I wasn't at that time. I didn't know Dad.
No, but when you finally met Dad, you'd go to the dances with him, right?
Oh yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, in fact, when he graduated from high school, he wanted to come to the dance that we were having this weekend. And so he went and bought an activity card to come to the dance. And when Mr. Treegagel, the teacher that was at the door, excuse me, when Wendell showed him his activity card. Mr. Treegakel said, "And what are you doing with this, young man?" And Wendell explained to him that he bought the activity card so he could come to the dances with me. And Mr. Treegakel said, "Well, there's no rule against it, so come on in."
Dad was always smart, wasn't he?
He was
would've
the
figured
smart
things
one.
out. So did you do the like what kind of dances did you and Dad do together?
Well, we did the waltz and the foxtrot and the what they call the other one?
The Lindy.
No, we didn't do the Lindy. But it was mostly the waltz and foxtrot.
Yeah.
We didn't flower out into a lot of fancy stuff.
Did you like dancing?
I did.
Did he? Did Dad?
He liked it because we could do it together.
So he really wanted to do things.
He was a good dancer, but he wasn't. He was a little bit jerky.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and once you got used to how he moved, and it was easy to follow him. But he, how can I say? He just came so that we could dance.
Yeah.
And he did his best, and I loved to dance with him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Great.
So.
Well, I know it's getting you're probably getting a little tired, so my battery's low, so this is gonna go off. So
all right.
We'll end it there, but that was a lot of fun stories, Mom. Thank you so much.
That's a bunch of them, huh?